We're here with Jason Rhine, new SPU volleyball coach. Jason and the Falcons getting ready to start their season next week already. Here we go again. They'll be heading back to Minnesota for a tough tournament. Jason, this is the first time a lot of the Falcons fans have had a chance to see you and hear from you. Tell us about yourself and your journey to Seattle a little bit.
Thanks, Mark. Yeah, it's been a fun journey. We've just been able to do some spring practice together when I got here in April, and then we've had a little summer off and just been back at it for a couple weeks. And so my personal kind of journey getting here was that I was coaching in Colorado in Division II at a Christian college for about 7 years, and I think the opportunity at Seattle opened up, and there was a lot of overlap. I was really excited to take a next step to become a head coach, and really excited about what Seattle Pacific had to offer. So I'm really excited to be here, really grateful for the opportunity, really excited to get going here in just about a week.
Okay. The team's been practicing for a couple of weeks. What have you seen out there so far? What are your early impressions of this group?
Yeah, it's a really fun group. They really work hard, and they also just enjoy time together on and off the court. It's a fun energy when they practice, and so it's been really great to come in as a coach. Really, really good privilege to be able to work with this group and try to kind of help them push to the next level.
Okay. You had a chance to scrimmage against St. Martin's on August 18th. What did you see down there? What were some, maybe some good takes and some things you still need to work on a little bit?
Yeah, it was definitely a nice chance to kind of work out some, first kind of match jitters against another team. And, we think that we did some things we've been working on really well, working especially out of systems and some different changes in our systems as well. But, there's some stuff to still work on, maybe some poise and some consistency that we're still trying to work out, and hopefully we'll get a little bit more ready by next week.
Okay. SPU graduated a couple of very good players last year in Maddie Batiste and Aaron Gould, but also has 15 very good players returning to the roster. As a new coach coming in, what's it like to have an experienced group like that kind of waiting at the door for you?
Yeah, I think it's pretty unusual as a new head coach to have so many returners, partly thanks to COVID, people have extra years and who knows what else, but it worked out well that I'm here, and they had a lot of goals for themselves and for the program, even separate from me coming in, and so it's been great to kind of come alongside them, partner with them, show them some new ways to maybe achieve the goals that they're looking for, but yeah, it's been nice to have a lot of that experience and to have them know kind of what they want and a little bit of what it takes to get there.
Okay. And talk about some of those players. Who has stood out for you so far? What have you seen from some of these veterans out there?
Yeah, I think it's been a fun preseason with some people that really have performed well. I think a lot of people are going to be stepping up into maybe new roles, or at least greater responsibilities with, like you said, a couple of people gone and maybe people shifting around. And I think our passing group, our DSs, have really come back and been passing more consistently than they did last spring and last fall. I think that a few of our hitters have also stepped up into bigger roles and have just kind of been getting used to taking more swings and having to see more consistent focus on them from the defense, and so they're definitely learning and adapting to that.
Okay. Is there a player or two whom you think might just be ready for a breakout season? Maybe she hasn't had one yet, but one just maybe ready to step up and really make some big contributions for you?
Yeah, I think there are several that could. I wish I could, take time to talk about a lot of the players that I think have been stepping up in a big way. I think that, notice people you might notice offensively. I think Maddie Pruden and Sydney Perry have both kind of stepped into more experienced, bigger roles, and with maybe them getting a few more sets, who knows? But hopefully they'll have some matches that they really have a chance to shine.
Okay. Are there one or two key things that you've really been emphasizing through this first couple weeks of practice?
I think for us, there's been some tactical things. There's just some changes in systems that we're trying to get down, but also just a mindset, just trying to figure out how to go from maybe the underdog with maybe it's maybe not quite a surprise, but a new level of success last year to kind of having that pressure of returning and wanting to do just as well, if not better, and just kind of, hey, now that we're considering ourselves a more experienced group, what is that going to look like? What does it look like to play at that level day in and day out?
Okay. What will a Jason Rhine team look like? When fans come to watch an SPU volleyball match, what can they expect to see from your program?
I'm hopeful that we can see just a lot of energy and joy on the courts, a team that really cares about each other and loves playing volleyball, and that hopefully plays at kind of a high pace and with aggressive style that's fun for fans, but also hopefully gets us some wins as well.
Okay. You're picked for 5th in the GNAC. Everybody knows that's one of the toughest conferences in the country for volleyball. Your thoughts on that heading and your thoughts on coming into this conference?
Yeah, it's a tough conference, especially at the top. It was super close finish at the top last year. A lot of teams that can make regionals any given year, and I think there's a couple teams with a lot of returners as well. So it's going to be a tough battle at the top of the GNAC again this year, like normal. And I think it's a fun conference to be a part of because you get to compete with some good teams every single week.
You have what's got to be one of the toughest schedules in the country. You're playing 8 teams in the preseason. 5 of them are in the top 25. The other 3 received votes, and then you open at Western Washington and Simon Fraser. Just talk about that schedule. I've talked to some of the players, and they're really pumped to play some of these teams.
Yeah, I'm excited as well. I think that they played a pretty tough schedule last year, and I think it benefited them in that they were experienced coming into conference, and they were able to compete against those top teams in conference maybe better than they had in the past. And I think that this is a very similar group, and they're just going to have that much more experience playing some of the top teams in the country, and that's what they want, is to kind of see what it takes and put themselves up against that and figure out the areas we need to keep improving and battling so that we can do that same thing at the end of the year, hopefully.
Okay. And I know you have some family in this area. Have you had a chance to get out and explore Seattle a little bit this summer since you've been here?
I got a little chance. It's been a fast summer, but definitely gotten a chance to explore the nice weather in the Seattle summers, going a couple hikes, went over to Olympic National Park, which was really, really great. And I think that I'll hopefully have a little bit more chance once we make it through a season to take some time and find some more restaurants and places that I can get used to and start calling Seattle home. So I'm excited for that. But for now, I'm mostly focused on volleyball and just excited for the season to start.
All right, Coach. Thank you so much, and good luck this season.
Of course, thank you.
All right.